Hey, friends, welcome back to Business Bites, where clarity meets confidence in your kitchen and in your business. I'm Rebecca, a personal chef of 18 years and a mentor to women who love food and want to turn that passion into purpose and profit. Today, we're diving into a big question every new personal chef business owner asks. What do I post when I don't know what to post? If you've ever opened Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, stared at that blanking cursor, and quietly panicked, you are in the right place. So, why does content feel so hard? Most of us think content feels so hard because we lack ideas, but that's not it. Here's the real reason it feels hard: you're overthinking it, you're trying to be perfect, and you're forgetting that your everyday life is content. Personal chefs have the easiest marketing on the internet because what are you doing as you for your job, right? You cook, you shop, you prep, you organize, you solve dinner problems every single day. That's content. And people love seeing real kitchens and real food, not staged, not filtered, not fancy. Here's a framework that guarantees you never run out of posts: connection, credibility, coaching, community, and conversion. Let's break each one of those down. First up, connection. Connection content. These are stories or moments that let people see the human behind the apron. Examples are what cooking means to you, a tradition you grew up with, something you learned this week. When I was a young mom, cooking was my sanity. Actually, cooking has always become my my quiet place, my sanity. It was the one place I felt grounded. I knew exactly what was happening, and I think a lot of women can relate to that. Number two, your credibility content. Share your knowledge without bragging. Here are some examples: grocery store shopping clips, before or after fridge photos, time saving hacks. Credibility equals I trust her. So you're sharing your knowledge, and this is how your audience comes to trust you, right? Three, coaching content. Teach something small. Give a mini takeaway that instantly makes someone's day easier. Some examples. Here are three spices that upgrade any chicken dish. I can think of three: onion powder, thyme, and parsley. How to store berries so they last. You don't wash them when you first bring them home, right? The pan every home cook needs. Highly relatable, great takeaways, instantly actionable. So when someone says, she helps me, they start following you long term. Number four, community content. Engage your audience. These are simple, interactive posts that invite real conversation. So just posting a question square, right? What's one meal you never want to cook again? Or which one would you choose? Tacos, pasta, or soup? These posts expand your reach massively because the algorithm loves engagement. One of the questions I asked that it got crazy engagement was tacos, hard shells, or soft tortillas. And conversion content. This is what you do as a personal chef, right? So this is when you say drop these keywords for such, right? So when I say drop social to get free post ideas, yes, do drop social to get free post ideas. Drop success for the recipe for a success bundle, or doors to accelerate are open. Drop accelerate. If you want clients, they need to know how to work with you. So if you are looking to fill spots in your calendar, you can say, drop dinner down below, and I'll get back to you. Let's take out the guesswork. Here are three simple content scenarios that you can post this week. Number one, the grocery shopping clip. Here is a sample caption: behind the scenes of today's meal prep shopping. Today's menu: lemon chicken, roasted veggies, turkey meatballs, and a veggie packed pasta bake, or whatever it is that you're preparing. Which one would you pick or your family pick? And then drop dinners for more info on my services, right? Example number two: here's dinner that I made for my family post. The caption could read, this is the meal I make when I want something, as a personal chef, fast, fresh, and comforting for my own family. Good food doesn't have to be complicated. And then you could say, drop recipes, and then whatever it is that you'd like to give them, right? Here's a third example, a mini teaching moment. The caption could read, "Want your roasted vegetables to actually crisp? Here's the trick, give them space. Crowded veggies steam. Spread out vegetables caramelize. Try this tonight. Tell me how it goes." All right. All of those are simple engagement and daily posts that will keep your services and keep your uh, social media feeds in front of people, right? You could also use the kitchen as studio method. Now, I do recommend checking with your client before you start taking footage in their kitchen. I haven't had a client object yet. I usually keep it pretty tight just on my own prep space and make sure not to, share any of their living space. So you don't need a ring light or even a fancy setup. Just use this method. The kitchen as studio method. You keep your phone at eye level, use natural light if possible, grab 10 seconds of whatever you're doing, add one line of value, and post it. These are some of the most engaging posts that I've actually posted. The one that is incredibly popular, I think I've posted it twice now, about a month apart, is a vegan cheese sauce that I make for one of my clients. Drizzling that cheese on top of the chicken is just too enticing not to watch, right? So you're not documenting perfection. Remember, you're not documenting perfection. You're documenting process. Think back to, or if you haven't seen, think back to the cooking shows that actually show the cooking process, right? Not just the competition shows, but what are you watching? You're actually learning something quickly, even in a few seconds, right? People buy clarity, people buy confidence, and people buy calm. And your content should show all three of those. So take a moment and think. One, what moments in my kitchen happen naturally every week? Two, what problems do my friends or family ask me for help with? And three, what do I do that feels simple for me but hard for others? Knife skills. Knife skills always comes up, even just how to safely and quickly chop an onion. So write down your answers, though they are your content gold mine. So, what moments in my kitchen happen naturally each week, meaning in your client's kitchen, but you could also share in your own kitchen, especially if it's on your personal feed. What problems do my friends or family ask me for help with related to kitchen and meal planning? And what do I do that feels simple for me but hard for others? All right. So here's what you might be thinking after this. But my kitchen isn't pretty. Perfect. That makes you relatable. Uncluttered is helpful, but it doesn't need to be perfect and it doesn't need to be a super high end chef kitchen, right? People just like to see the process. What if I repeat myself? You should. Repetition builds recognition. And remember, you are marketing to a moving parade. At best, your content maybe shares each day out to about 10% of your audience. At best, 10% of your audience may be seeing daily what you are posting. Okay. So, repetition, even on a 30-day basis, totally fine. And these days, people need to see, I need to see, you recognize that you need to see something multiple times multiple times in order for it to sink in, right? Another big objection that also gets brought up is, what if no one likes or comments? Engagement grows with consistency. Your job is to show up long enough to be seen. Marry the process, divorce the results. Okay, that can be almost the hardest thing to do. Marry the process, divorce the results. Take the emotional factor out of it. Be confident in your content. And what if I'm nervous on camera? The great thing about cooking is that you can start with hands only shots and your confidence will grow naturally. Okay? Hands on only shots, voiceover if you want to, don't have to. What people just really love to see, and I know that I love to see when I'm doom scrolling, when I shouldn't be, is I just love to see people doing something in their kitchen, right? So, if you want help knowing exactly what to post, drop social below and I will send you my free guide specifically for personal chefs. This will include 20 plug and play post ideas for personal chefs, caption templates, and what to post weekly. How to make your content feel natural and not forced. Just comment social and I will send that link right over to you. All right. And if you're thinking, okay, I can post, but how do I actually get clients? That's exactly what we do inside Accelerate. Accelerate is my 4-week coaching program where we build your entire personal chef service, your offer, your pricing, your menu, your systems, your content, and of course, your confidence. So you're ready to serve your first client with peace and clarity. If you want details, drop Accelerate or message me. I am happy to chat with you about your next right step. As always, thank you for being here and for showing up for the work that is on your heart. You don't need to be perfect to start, you just need to be willing. Your kitchen already holds stories that can change someone's week or their life. Share them. I'll see you next week for another episode of Business Bites. Keep cooking, savoring, and thriving.